Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, the political week in review. With the midterm elections out of the way, Chicago can now focus on who will become the city's next mayor. Each week, I'll sit down with our political columnist, Greg Hinz, to talk more about it. So, Greg, we had a lot of rumors this week about some big names rumored to be getting into the race. Alexi Giannoulias, Dick Devine. What do you make of it? Are any of these valid?
Well, no politician ever wants to foreclose all of his options, and all politicians want to be loved and have their name bandied around in the press. And my suspicion is that in Mr. Devine's case, we already know this for sure, in Mr. Giannoulias' case, likely, that they're not going to do this, but it's always nice to be thought of highly.
I loved your quote in your blog this week from the union leader that it's now Rahm and the Seven Dwarfs. Is it looking more likely like he's going to be able to get the majority of the vote at this point?
That's what's prompting all this talk about Devine and Giannoulias and whatever, because the folks who don't want Rahm Emanuel know that the other candidates who are already out there probably don't have what it takes. So they're desperately looking for somebody else who can stop this evil guy who's going to make their life miserable. And so far they haven't been able to find anybody.
Well, one of the major criticisms of Emanuel is that he doesn't have a broad constituency, and we have a story about the business community lining up behind him. So how critical is it for him to have that support of the major business leaders?
You can never have too much money if you're a candidate, but you use the money to get votes. It's the getting of the votes that you actually need, and there are some questions about Mr. Emanuel. He's been in Washington for a long time. His old congressional district just covered part of the city on the north and northwest side. This is a majority-minority city. His appeal to those groups is questionable. So he clearly has his work cut out for him.
And he, this week, unveiled some plans to try to win over the business community. Can you talk a little bit about his plan? And also Chico was out too with some of his plans as well.
Carol Moseley-Braun had some things to say as well. They all want to change tax increment financing. They all say bad things about privatization and what Daley did with the money. Mr. Chico goes the farthest. He actually wants to take the money that's left and put it in a segregated account where you can't touch it. But the reality is that any of these guys is going to have to face staggering problems, huge, unprecedented holes in the city budget, and just doing a little tinkering along the edges with the TIF program or privatization isn't going to make it.
All right, and this weekend we have some people we've been talking about who's likely to run, but now we're actually going to find out this weekend, right?
Yes, we in the media have become increasingly easy on this. We let the candidates announce about 14 times. Well, they're going to officially announce. Congressman Danny Davis is supposed to do it on Sunday, I believe. Mr. Emanuel on Saturday at his school. The Reverend Meeks at Sunday at UIC, and then Senator Braun a little later next week sometime.
A lot of photo opportunities this weekend for sure. Well, thanks a lot, Greg, for joining us.
You're welcome.
And that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. Be sure to check out Greg's blog at chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.